What up, people? It's your boy, Master Chudy, out here with another comic review. So, I reviewed Mace Windu number 3 a few hours ago, so I'm going to move him to the latest issue of Mace Windu number 4, Jedi of the Republic. This was even more solid than the last book, because we delve into Mace Windu's character and a bit of his past. And I thought it was fantastic. And we see we got a nice Star Wars-ish cover, 2 lightsabers locked into battle, as he's facing his fellow Jedi Proset. And we get into it basically, Proset dips his cover to the Jedi Council knew about the valuable energy source, and because all of the people there, the inhabitants died needless deaths. So that's why he's angry. So we have Matt Owens, we have Dennis Cohen, and then he's assisted by Edgar Salazar in this one. Roberto Poggi and Scott Hanna are the anchors. Guru EFX does the color. Jesus Saez is the cover. He's been coming out with solid covers. Joe Caramanga, the letterer. Heather Arntos and Charles Beecham are the assistant editors. Jordan D. White, editor. And then C.B. Cebulski is the executive editor. And of course, Axel Alonso's gone. But let's move into it. So, we're on a planet called Mathis many years ago. And we see that we have 2 Jedi, or 2 cloaked Jedi. In the beginning, it's like suffering blankets this planet, like miasma choking its inhabitants. Long have the people of Mathis have been a victim to the Niflheim plague, a malicious disease that attacks the respiratory system. And we see that these 2 Jedi are just discussing basically discussing the problem of this planet, that many people are suffering, and we're saying that they're trying to find a way to is there any way we can help these people? And then we say there's been somebody at the temple who's been basically spewing these lies about the Force, a heretic, like Master Kaz Vass was overseeing this outreach program. He has not been heard from in months. Our reports indicate a man called Drews has taken up residence, claiming to be a Jedi prophet and healer, exploiting the people and their suffering for profit. And we are here to put out the swindler. It's like, and then we see that, so if we are here to assess and apprehend, our eyes and words shall be our primary weapons. Like, this man is perverting the sacred teachings to prey upon vulnerable people. I can think of little to hold my tongue could say better than my saber in this instance. So you see that Mace, which is obviously the one who's the most aggressive one, has always been somebody who's been more of an action-oriented Jedi. Like, I'm all about action first and maybe diplomacy later, which is a strength and a weakness of his. And he's like this, and his master's like, dissolve your hostility, Padawan. Channel your frustrations into an appropriate emotion. Violence, as always, is the last resort. And of course, apologies, Master. And a fire burns inside you, Padawan. That in itself is not inherently wrong. It is my job to help you temper it, which is why I chose you to accompany me on this mission. I do so enjoy a challenge. Then we see, stay vigilant, remember your training. This may be your greatest test. Are you ready, Mace? Like, I'm ready, Master. So we have Master Sislin Mirror and Mace Windu as a Padawan. We come back to present time, where Mace is fighting Proset Dibs, and he's like, okay, we've been brothers, man. We're Jedi. And it's like, how can you throw away all of our teachings? And Proset is like, I throw away the Jedi Council that's turned its back on its teachings. You cannot change the ideology of your order to fit your whims. Interesting. War is war for the sake of peace. Why only so gullible, Master Windu? And then we see Mace is like, look, that was the option that's laid before us. We do not want this, but if we have to do it, we have to do it. We do not train for our lightsabers to adorn our waists, such is the will of the Force. And he's like, you know nothing of the Force. Meanwhile, Kit Fisto and Rissa are here, and Rissa's disturbed, saying that we shouldn't be fighting ourselves. There's an evil. We're supposed to be leaders, role models, and even when we doubt ourselves, we have to move forward, because if we don't, things are only going to get worse for anyone. And then Kit Fisto is saying, you speak very wise for someone so new. It pains me to see a fellow Jedi I respect fall into such confusion, but everything is a lesson. I fear Proset may be failing his. And Rissa's like, what happens if he does? And, Kit Fisto's like, who knows? Cut back to the past, and we see this fake guy who's pretending to be a Jedi, and he's Master Drews, saying that, have you prayed to the Force? And she's like, I prayed, and my child is not getting ill, it's not getting any better. And he's like, oh no, people, it's all good, just keep praying. You need to pray hard enough, you need to give me more. It's like, she's like, and he's like, what more could you be doing? What more could you be doing, my child? And he's like, pretty much just keep giving me money, and your child may or may not be cured. But we see that um, Mace and his master come in, and they confront him, and they ask, where is Master Kes Veles? It's like, you must be mistaken. This temple is no longer in the appointment of the unfaithful Master Veles. He vacated the planet, and his people are left to suffer, and I have taken care of them, basically. And he calls them, these are heretics, false Jedi, come to slay your master and take advantage of your suffering. Kill them in the name of the Force. Kill them. And we see Mace is like, he's insane. We are not, he is the heretic, not us. We are true Jedi. We're here to help you. And she's like, you cannot kill our master. He's going to save my baby. He's going to save all of us. And we just see Mace is like, oh my goodness. It's like, these people have been poisoned by twisted tongue. Fear and uncertainty are the entryways through which evil may bombard their mind. It ends now. So Mace's master goes in, flips this dude, and we see that it's like hell, you're getting away with this, like crippling Jedi. So Drews throws a bomb through the window, but luckily Mace's master saves him with the Force. And I've always appreciated with the Star Wars comic books, like, you know, you see action flow. So of course Mace's master stops it. And Master Mur, Mace wants to help him, but he's like, do not let Drews escape. I will save these people. But Mace is like, but it's like, do as you're told, Padawan, go. And then Mace is like saying, when we get to the previous say, I've seen firsthand what insecurity does to men. It warps, how a mind warps in its obsessive quest to fill the void with power, with wealth, with lust, with truth. And he just say lies. The Jedi Order exists to keep that resultant malevolence away from the people, to protect them. Peace above all else. That is the axiom always. It's like, there are no gray areas. We cannot afford them. That is where men set their own terms. And that is where true wickedness festers. Great stuff. This is some great dialogue right here. And you see that Procet is like, enough. The absolution which you speak does little to sway me. It only solidifies what I know to be true. This is where I cut my ties. I forged my own path from this moment forth. No longer will I serve in the name of a council that serves itself. I say, well, if you decide to run away, if you decide to turn back, I will hunt you down. But we see that Mace cuts back to face. Mace is chasing after Drew, saying, bad timing, guys. I'm in a bit of a hurry. I don't have time to do this the easy way. Unlucky for you. So Mace wipes out the opposition. Boom. Then we just see him get shot, and we just see Drews is like right here saying, people are no more than banthas walking on two legs, scared, stupid. They need to be herded, told what to do, to believe in. Masses of planet full of poor, pathetic souls bowing at my feet, willing to do anything for a miracle. How can one pass this opportunity? It's like, you could have everything, money, power, and the worship of millions, yet you squander it for what? Peace? Wow, that's what makes you most Jedi. The most idiotic of. And then Mace is like, I'm not having it. He's like, you're a fool. You would twist such a beautiful thing as faith into something so vile. Wring out what measly credits and adoration you could possibly from these people, all the while by besmirching the esteem of the Jedi Order. And you think that punishment would not fit to find your way to its doorstep, and yet you claim we are stupid. So he just gives him the knuckle buster, the palm buster to the nose, breaks his nose. Like, I will make sure you never hurt another soul again. This I vow. That's a true Jedi. So Mace basically disarms Procet in a great sequence. Bam, 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 boom. Mace, his master tells him stop. He's like, what have I told you? This is not the way. And he's like, he's taken everything that we cherish and he's twisted it for profit and with deceit and lies. He must atone for this. And Master Curse is like, he will, but not by your hand. I understand your frustrations, but we have to be better than our adversaries. There will be times when we are called to violence. This is not one of them. We will make him tell us what he knows about Master Veles' disappearance. We will bring him before a court of law to decide his fate. And Mace is like, which means that he never really did it. And we can see Procet on the ground. It's like, we will bring him before the Jedi Council to decide his fate. And he knocks him out. So he's like, okay, cool. So, straight-jacketed up. He's like, with no more distractions, we must turn back to the mission. And of course, we see that Kit Fisto is like, well, you found the droid base. We know where to strike. 3 Jedi here should be more than capable. of besting their detachments. It's like, I'm all for the self-confidence, but this is no minor operation they're running here. It's like, we need a twofold assault. A way to take out the droids at the base and the harvesters around the planet. We must utilize the talents for which the Force chose us for this mission. And then we just see the Kit Fisto and Rissa reaffirm their confidence in Mace's leadership. Meanwhile, AD-W4, the mercenary general robot or droid, is busy checking out the corner. Like, the droid is reporting to him saying all quality check report are clear. We can't find the Jedi anyway. It's like, tiresome as this stretch has become. It ends around here. The Jedi won't have much left to hide behind for long. And then the real game begins, and then we just see boom, and he's like, what's going on? It looks like the Jedi have found us. It's like, stand aside. How anxiously they run to their slaughter. I'm more than happy to give them the end they desire. So I move in, and we just see Kit Fisto bust in. It's like, apologize for the boisterous entrance, but this is a raid. And we just see all the droids like, it's like, I see. Well met. To be continued. And then we get the picture of the next issue on the 27th of December. Nice art. This is another solid book, even more solid than last issues. This is probably the best issue so far out of this run. We get to see the past focus on Mace's motivations. We get to see why he has such a black and white thinking in terms of what to do. While many people see it as a weakness, you can see that he's a noble man who wishes to uphold the ideals of the Jedi Order and knows that at times of distress or times of war, you need to pick up your weapon and fight for the good. It's unfortunate what happened, but he is a true Jedi. So thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notifications. Make sure you're subscribed and notified. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, because I want to discuss good comics and get your views. Thank y'all for watching, and I should have more videos up tomorrow.